yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, no. I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb. Chains on and a dime. It's time to go. Let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, no. I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line. Hard. Fight.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Shoot. Bang, bang. Hey, lock it. Bang, bang. Shoot.
On second down, here's Henry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Got it.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, let go. Down.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Yellow. Fire 80. Mark 54. Here we go, D. Hey, Ripley. Check 25. Check 25. Check. Yellow. Sponge. No.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl. 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Squeeze.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Second and 12 at the 12-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, exit. Ready?
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kamale Correa charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
55 is mine, guys, 55. Hey, me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. K43. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. 15. Shot deal.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The point after is good, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Tannehill down to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 50, plant. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Big grip.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Hey, box truck.
It's now 4th down.
4 down. Here we go. 50. Mike, get it.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Come on, set.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You're not ready.
Running from the gun with Henry. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 38, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Whip. Watch the whip.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
15. You got to get
on 1st down, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
At the Titans' 12-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Watkins alone on the left side.
Here we go. Hey, check 24.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick by Butker is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
No. Off. Under 10. 10. Check 37.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Tackle made there by Kamale Correa.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I know he ain't got it. Hey, 43, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. The 20. They complete it to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set,
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Throwing on second and long. Tannehill, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Derrick Henry. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
15. Crunch.
On the ground, this is Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow. 180. Check. Watch 54. I got 57 colors. Motion. Hey, watch that. Check. Topper. 54. Here we go, D. I don't need to. Me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd down, Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Yellow. Go on, 80. Attack. You can't block me.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Chiefs 31, Titans nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
To throw is Tannehill, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On first and 10, Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The dump off good for 8 there on first down. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Henry running right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Titans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Tannehill. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously caught. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The sack by Dorian Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. Right around the 17-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the...
Squad like, what? In the field like, yeah.